LJ Meat Fam. What's going on in the beef world these days? Prices are going up. There's a bunch of different reasons why. We're not going to get into that, but the reality is that they're all going up, right? So we're going to talk today about utilizing the whole animal and realistically what we do here at Lady J when we do that. And I'm also going to get into talking about some of those other cuts that you wouldn't necessarily buy at the store when you're looking for your ribeyes and your New Yorks and your Tenderloins. We're going to compare those to other cuts on the animal that are going to be equally as delicious and way better in value. So mathematically, I'm not going to get too into it. We're going to break it down and say 1,000 pound animal, right? 1,000 pounds. Usable portion off 1,000 pounds is 66%, right? The waste is bones, it's skin, it's exterior fat, unusable fat. 24% is grind, right? A lot of that 240 pounds out of that 1,000 pounds goes specifically just to ground beef, right? And then you get into hind legs. Those are big ones. There's a little bit less desirable as far as tenderness and things like that. Those of us who have cooked a long time, we've done tons of different carpaccios and whatnots with some of those pieces. 1,000 pounds, let me tell you this, 8.6% of that 1,000 pounds is the Hollywood cuts. It's just crazy, mind-blowing to me. That's the ribeye, the tenderloin, the New York strip. 8.6% of a 1,000 pound animal. So when you go to the store and you're looking for that, what I'm here to show you is all the other cuts that are alternative to those Hollywood cuts, and we'll get into that. My favorite, of course, is the ribeye, right? Then we go New York strip. Then we go tenderloin, okay? If I can't afford a ribeye, I'm gonna go Delmonico, right? Look at this. Kind of hard to tell, but this comes from the exact same muscle. This is in the center cut of the ribeye primal. This is at the end cut of the chuck-eye. Virtually same muscle, okay? This is, I'm gonna charge you 16 bucks a pound, right? This is $32 a pound. This being a 3-pound steak, it's gonna run you about 100 bucks. This is gonna run you about 14, equally as delicious, okay? So beef prices are going up. This is how we're gonna deal with it. New York strip, delicious. Those of us who want a little bit more meaty, leaner meat than a ribeye, we always go New York strip. It tends to be a little bit chewier than the ribeye, but right next to that muscle is the culotte, right? That's exponentially cheaper than a New York strip, right? Hollywood, not Hollywood. Equally as delicious, super delicious. Check out that fat cat. My favorite, boom, 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 because then I get a piece of meat and a piece of fat in every bite. Tenderloin, everybody makes fun of me. I love a tenderloin. Here it is, right? First, most tender piece of meat. That's why everybody loves it, it's so tender. Second most tender cut is the flat iron, okay? This is a big long muscle, took the sinew out, got myself this beautiful steak right here, uber marbled, super duper tender. Second most tender cut, right? Not near the $50 to $75 a pound that you're gonna pay for a fillet, but super delicious. Also, a fun fact about the flat iron is that if you have people in your family that want a mid-rare steak or a well-done steak in a flat iron, still gonna be tender, right? Still gonna be juicy. Flat iron. Okie dokie, here we go. All three of those cuts I just talked about. The Delmonico, flat iron, culotte. You can virtually cook those all the same way. And I'm gonna show you right now how we could do that. Okay, a little salt, pepper. Got my pan heating up here, medium high. I'm showing you this way because it's my favorite. When I'm searing a steak at home, I just go back to my roots, right? It's kind of the Frenchy way. Nice and warm. Okay. Cooking outside today. It's a little bit chillier, else I turned this pan down to medium high. It's probably going to be medium high already just because of the wind and the chilliness. So we're just looking for a really nice, slow, hard sear on this guy. I got a little bit of canola oil in there. first. And as always, I have a little fresh thyme. I'm gonna smash some garlic cloves, throw some butter in there. Alright guys, super nice hard sear on this baby. Oh, yes, that makes me very happy. Okay, bang, bang, bang. Put a little thyme in there. One of my favorite sounds in the whole world right there. Smash some garlic. Boom. Boom. Right? Butter. Look at that loveliness. Okay, this is one of my favorite parts about this whole technique. It's what the French call poêlée. Boom. More or less just basting that luscious piece of meat in a bunch of garlicky, thyme, brownish butter. Nothing like it. Alright, so I got this guy going probably 5 minutes aside or so in the pan, medium heat. You see this butter is just toasty brown, didn't black, like it's beautiful, it's perfect, right? What do I always say? Let your meat rest. Okay, we're gonna take this baby out, be careful, it's nice and hot. You can eat this steak anywhere from rare to mid-rare. Look at that crust. Alright, we're gonna let that rest. And then we'll cut it. And then we'll eat it. Properly rested. Look at all the yummy juices. Now again, this is going to be closest to your ribeye. You can eat this mid-rare, you can eat it rare, you can eat medium. Definitely wouldn't eat it well done, but hey, it's all up to you. Boom. Hear that crunch on there? These are little fat globules that you find in the ribeye. When you eat these guys medium, that's how I like my ribeye, so that fat gets squishy and more edible because I like the fat. Right? And of course, I'm gonna finish up with a little fancy salt because I like that crunch. I also am a saltaholic. That's mine right there. Get that technique down. Use it on almost any steak. Super delicious, super versatile. Check it out. Alright guys, so there you go. 3 different, more affordable cuts. And to recap, what we're talking about is utilization of the whole animal. These are definitely some options for you to try something new at home. And think about waste, right? We're wasting way less of everything because we're trying to utilize the animal all together and enlighten all of us to take part in that action, right? It's an important thing for us.